Hello, everyone. Welcome to Natural Coils. If you're new, please join the family. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification button for upcoming videos. Today's video, we will be doing aloe vera 5 ways for extreme natural hair growth. And please watch the entire video. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to take this end piece. We're going to cut off all these thorny edges. All right, so once all those edges are off, we're going to take this section and cut it into smaller sections. We're going to save this to the end of the video for another method that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to put this in the bowl and set it to the side. All right, and then on this next section of the aloe vera leaf, we will be cutting it into 1-inch sections. And again, cut off those thorny ends. We do not want those on there. Before you start, you guys definitely wash off your aloe vera leaf. Just wash it off with some soap and water and then you can start. So right now I am cutting this part as close to one edge that I can possibly get, and then I'm gonna start scooping this out so we can blend it up. Now, aloe vera has a lot of great benefits. It's for your hair, it's moisturizing, it's nourishing, or it has nourishing vitamins like vitamin A, C, E, B12. It also stimulates and promotes hair growth, helps with itchy scalp, and reduces dandruff. Now, a lot of people say when they are preparing it or they are using it on their scalp, it makes their hands or their scalp itch. If you go visit Nappy Food TV, she has a video on how you can properly clean your aloe vera leaf if this is happening to you. So go check her out. She has a lot of great, awesome videos on aloe vera. So definitely check her video out. So what I'm gonna do now is blend up this aloe vera, and it kind of turns like a foamy white. And so what I normally do is just let it sit for a little bit before I strain it, just let some of that foam go down. It just makes it easier to me to strain when I am straining it. All right, and then just take your finger and just kind of move the aloe vera around. Do not press hard on it because you don't want the white kind of flakes to go through the strain, because you definitely do not want those in your hair, or you'll be pulling them things out for days to come. It'll leave a lot of white flakes. If you ever try to just put aloe vera straight on your hair without straining it, then you definitely know. But sometimes I recommend, or I even do the straining twice, and I recommend it too, just to strain it twice, so that way you do not get any of those flakes on your hair. All right, so our first method is Pretreatment and Detangler, which is just straight aloe vera juice that I just pour on my hair using this bottle, the spout bottle. I recommend doing this in the shower or just making sure you have a towel around you, because it is definitely going to drip. So, but this is just straightforward aloe vera juice. Pour it in your hair, use it as a detangler, pre-treatment. So our method number 2 is a deep conditioner. We're just going to add that aloe vera juice that we previously prepared. I cut up some avocados, took the seeds out already, and so I'm just going to cut those up and add those in as well. Now, avocado has great benefits. Also, it rejuvenates and moisturizes the hair and the scalp. It promotes long, strong, healthy hair. It has rich proteins, amino acids, and vitamins. So now I'm going to add some oils to my deep conditioner. The first one is a teaspoon of olive oil. Olive oil is also a moisturizer and it softens the hair. It also has fatty acids and vitamin E. And then I'm gonna also add a teaspoon of coconut oil, which is also a moisturizer. It's great for dry hair. If you have really dry hair, it promotes growth and thickness. There are two types of Coconut oils, I'm using organic, but there is an organic refined and an organic unrefined. A lot of people say that the unrefined is a better quality. To me, both are moisturizing, but definitely do your research on those. Also, do your research on your oils too that you add to it. You don't have to add the olive oil or the coconut oil, it's just whatever you prefer. So, right, you guys, I am blending the deep conditioner again for the second time just to get a smoother texture. And that is it, you guys. It is ready to be put on your hair. Um, I would use it right then and there or maybe the next day, but I wouldn't go beyond that. Leave it on your hair for about good 15-20 minutes, rinse it out, and then do your next step, shampoo. But that is it. All right, so our next method is number 3, leave-in moisturizer. I am going to use a small spray bottle. Believe it's about 5 ounces. I don't use a big bottle because I don't use as much of this. Um, I use very little every now and then. And then I'm going to use Africa's Best Herbal Oil. It's a really great oil, has a great fragrance. A lot of people don't like that musty smell of the aloe vera juice, and so I add a little bit of that to it. So we start with our aloe vera juice, and then I add 100% pure coconut water with no additives included. This is really good for hydrating, and it's infused with amino acids and vitamins. And then I add a little bit of water, and then I add the oils, and that is it, you guys. You just stir it up and then put it into your spray bottle. And just remember to put this in your refrigerator for 7 to 10 days. I wouldn't go any longer than that. And then also remember to shake it before applying to your hair. Aloe vera is water-based and oils, they do not mix. So just remember to shake prior to applying to hair. All right, so we are almost done, you guys. So number 4 method is hair oil or hot oil treatment, either or. So basically you just start with whatever oils you would like to use. I use this one the most because once I shampoo my hair, put a leave-in moisturizer in, I add oils on top of that. So I use this one the most. And so I'm just adding the oils that I would like into my oil. And then I add the aloe vera, little pieces that I had cut up previously. And I am cooking this on medium heat, and that's why you see it simmering. You would like to cook the aloe vera until it's like a grayish green color or a brown. So you cook it about, I think I cooked this about 20-30 minutes. Each time. I really don't pay attention to the time. And then I also add argan oil to it. Argan oil is my favorite oil. I love, love, love that. This is a substitution oil brand because I normally don't get this brand. I normally go to Sally's, and when I went, they were closed during this hard time. And so this is just a substitution that I'm going to use for now. All right, so as you can see, it has turned that brownish kind of gray green color, and so it is done. So I'm just gonna let it cool down before I strain it and put it into my bottle. You guys, I was just noticing that I am using a funnel and my measuring cup has a spout. How funny is that? Anyway, I am pouring this into the little bottle that I have. I had already made me a big size bottle of oil, which I use for months. I would say maybe several months. So I just used this as a tutorial to show you how I make the oil. But this is how I make my oil, you guys. Our last method, number 5, gel for hair or skin, you guys. Last but definitely not least. And so I do this method a little bit different than the other ones. And so I take the aloe vera leaf and just try to cut it as close to the edge on the flat side of the leaf. And then I take my little potato masher and I mash it to get all that goodness out of it. Once I do that, I just scrape all of it into the bowl. I also put, like, I'm not sure if you can see, but I have a plastic like saran wrap on the table so that in case if it does ooze out a little bit, I can just squeeze that into the bowl as well. All right, so we're going to scoop all that goodness out. I'm not sure why I was using a fork, but definitely using a spoon is better. So we just scoop all that out. You can definitely use this for either your hair or skin. If you choose to use it for your skin, I would use this and then add like maybe a vitamin E or something like that, or just leave it plain and just add that onto your face or your skin. For hair, I normally use it for my son's dreads, and I typically put a little bit of oil, whatever oil I'm going to add to his hair, but not a lot because I don't want to have his dreads have a lot of buildup. And so now we're just going to whip it. And a lot of people hate this part, but we just whip and whip and whip and whip until we get the right consistency. So I'm doing this in fast forward mode because as you can see, it's a lot of whipping. All right, so we're gonna whip some more, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water just to break it up so it's not one big clump of gel. The water tends to break it up, and so that just helps with that. I don't like to blend it just because I noticed that when I blend, it becomes more of a water consistency quicker instead of a gel. And so this is how I do mine. Once that is done, then I'm going to strain it. I take like a sock. This is I don't know what they're called, the little socks that you wear up under your shoes. And then I just strain it. And then a lot of people have seen this method over and over and over, quick and easy. Just pour it in there and squeeze until you have all that pulp left. And that is it. All right, so our gel is done. Just cover it up with saran wrap, or you can use a jar that has a lid. I would recommend using this within 7 to 10 days. That is it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and also hit that notification bell.